Hey guys, this is Rusty78609 in Central Texas, USA, and this is the dark side of the moon today. And that's the way that is. The lighting is not as good as it normally is because my studio, they have cut my lighting budget or reduced my lighting budget. Actually, I don't know why it's that way, it just is. Maybe it's this, I don't know. But anyway, having said that, I had a subscriber, viewer, ask a question or make a comment, and I'm going to reply to it because it gives me a chance to. Let me cut off the music. Thank you. I listen to the Spa channel on Pandora, stream it all day long, or most of the day. Anyway, this is a comment by Wandering Travels. Please hit subscribe button. That's his name, or that's his handle, or what you want to call it. But anyway, Texas has a bad reputation as far as, quote, snakes go, particularly rattlesnakes. And a lot of people think if they come to Texas, they're going to get bit by a rattlesnake. Well, folks, I'm 72 years old, native Texan, grew up in South Texas on a farm, went into pastures, under buildings, into barns, out of barns, under everything, in brush when I was growing up, and I saw one rattlesnake. One. Now, I might have heard a couple, but I only saw one. Was I ever bitten? No. Did I ever know anybody that was bitten by a rattlesnake? No. Do I know anybody that's ever been bitten by a rattlesnake in the state of Texas? No. It's very rare. It's more rare than getting struck by lightning 3 times in the same second. Okay? No, it just doesn't happen. But it's an old story, and a lot of people build it up like, there are parts of Texas where there might be rattlesnakes in more abundance, but I lived in South Texas. I've been out in Big Bend. I lived in Big Bend. I lived near on a Big Bend in West Texas on the Kalinga Ranch for a couple of years. I heard one rattlesnake the whole time I was out there. Rattlesnakes don't want to bite you because you're not food, and they know it. You're too big to eat, so they don't want to waste their venom, which it takes them a while to generate. But anyway, his question is, where you're living now, do you encounter many rattlesnakes? Answer, no, never. No other kind of snakes either. None. Zero, zilch. Does your family live nearby? Well, it depends on how you define near. I have one son lives in Arlington, which is about 200 miles away. I have one son that lives near San Antonio, north of San Antonio, which is about 75 miles away roughly. I've got a grandson that lives about 70 miles away. I've got 2 sisters that live in Victoria, Texas, which is 4-hour drive, a little over 230, 240 miles. So, is that near? I don't know. How far is my nearest neighbor? Probably a quarter mile, approximately. Do you raise a garden? No. I did have some plants one time. I had some tomato plants in some buckets on the patio, 5-gallon buckets, and also at one time had some tomatoes and pepper plants growing, like green peppers. I had that, but that's all. I never have bothered with a garden because I like to keep my life reasonably uncomplicated, and for those of you people that have gardened or are gardening, you know that if you do it right, it takes a lot of time. So, is your home you are living now set up with any solar panels? No. If not, would it help you having some solar options? Would it help you some having solar options? Well, I've got that 200 or 120 watt panel that I use camping, but no, I don't use solar here. It's a waste of money here because the only thing you really could use solar for, well, you could use solar to run lights inside here. I could use it to run that's about it, lights. And I don't use the lights that much anyway. But see, the big thing you need in Texas, particularly in Central and South Texas, and I'd say all of Texas, in the summer, you got to run an air conditioner, and solar just won't do it. Not now. Thanks for your videos. I watch every one of them. P.S. Working on a care box to mail. Well, speaking of mail, I went by the mailbox today, and guess what? Not only was there no mail, there was no moth. I mean, when there's no mail and no moth, things are getting damn bad. Okay, I mean, that's what you call lack of interest. But anyway, no, Texas just has a bad reputation for snakes, particularly rattlesnakes, and they have places in Texas where they do rattlesnake hunts and stuff. But you know what it is, snakes are cold-blooded, and they're looking for a place to either stay a little warmer or a little cooler or whatever. And in the summers in Texas, they're going to be in shady places up under rocks and stuff. And people that go hunting the rattlesnakes, they know where they're hanging out. I mean, it's not a big secret. Once you've figured out their habits, well, it's like any other thing. It's like hunting deer. It doesn't take a mental giant to kill a deer, okay? You feed it in the same place 10 months a year, and then 2 months a year you hunt them and slaughter them like you just slaughter them anyway. But having said that, Texas, there's not many rattlesnakes, folks. So they really aren't, and you certainly don't need to worry about coming to Texas and being bit by a rattlesnake. Because again, I've lived here 72 years, and I do not know of anybody being bitten. I've heard of people getting bit by rattlesnakes, and it has been in the paper, newspaper, or on television. But myself personally, or my family, I have never known anyone to get bitten by a rattlesnake or a copperhead, or the worst one of all is a coral snake. A coral snake, red and yellow. They got little bands on their body, colorful, and red and yellow kill a fellow. Red and black, friend of Jack. Red and black. If the red and black is together, that's a king snake, and they're good. If the red and yellow is together, that's a bad one. That's a bad, bad one. And Mother Nature has a way of designing the most toxic little creatures to be extremely colorful as a warning. And no difference with snakes. Insects the same way. If it's got a lot of colors and they're red and yellow and all that stuff, don't pick it up. Don't. And but the way coral snake, of course, rattlesnake has fangs, and they throw their head back and then they sink the fangs in, and they may eject the venom or they may not, and it's only a few drops. And basically, what that is, that's digestive fluid. It's to digest the animal that they're injecting the venom in. But whenever you get that injected into the human body, it can cause some serious problems. And that's why sometimes you'll see if somebody has been bitten by a rattlesnake, they had to remove a good chunk of their skin or muscle or something. But having said that, no, my family doesn't live nearby. Nearest neighbor, good ways away. I've got a lot of privacy here. It's fine. And so anyway, thank you, Wandering Travels. Please hit subscribe button. This video will go viral, and I'll make a lot of money and make you a celebrity. But anyway, having said that, enjoy your day. This is Friday, July the 28th. I'm just doing a lot of videos, and I'll post them at random. This may come up in a day or two or three. Who knows? Whenever I run out of little ideas, I'll throw these in. So anyway, guys, enjoy your day. Adios. Bye, bye, bye. USA made when you can. Drink plenty of water. 3 or 4 quarts a day will not hurt you. In fact, it will help you avoid gout, and it also will help you avoid kidney stones, and also might help you with your diabetes. What else? Take deep breaths. Breathe into your nose deeply. Hold it for a second. Breathe out through your mouth. Why? Because that relieves stress. Relieving stress lowers your blood pressure, and it's good for you to do that. So having said that, stretch, walk, eat right, eat less. Eating less is hard. The hardest thing you'll ever do. And if you don't keep any junk food in your house, guess what? You won't eat near as much of it, because you're not going to get up and go to the store every time you want some really junky crap. So anyway, guys, enjoy your life. Adios. Bye-bye from Central Texas, USA.